is a massive one for both teams. As they go inside into a dome once again, the starting five for the last two. Sacramento got off to a rough start. Kings have risen, has got the tap. They'll have the ball to start the fourth quarter. And Sacramento has been playing as well as anybody in the Pacific Division of late. Keegan Murray will open things up, and he opens up with a three for Sacramento. Kings coming off a nice win over Sacramento
because the Clippers have done an excellent job of limiting opportunities from behind the three-point line in the game versus the Kings this year.
These two teams haven't played since November. Clippers won both of those games. Kawhi on the wing for three to retaliate. Sacramento has made some changes on the sideline, on the floor. This is basically a completely different looking squad than the team the Clippers did beat twice, once in Arco Arena. Up 2-0 in the series, a much different look as James Harden floats it up and floats it.
Transition offense there, but you know, having new faces along with kind of a new philosophy, I think that's why they gelled so quickly with Doug Christie kind of looking at things a little differently.
Murray the three, not there. And Zoo the read. Doug Christie before the ball game. I said, what did you change? What was the biggest difference? He said, I simplified both the offense and the defense, and they have been terrific for it. Batum for three, picks up where he left off. Our favorite Frenchman puts the Clippers out in front. The starting role. Valanciunas knocks Dunn to the floor, rises in the mid-range. And Ivica Zubac gobbles up another rebound. Valanciunas a thorn in the side for so many years for the Clippers. We saw him earlier in the year in a Wizards uniform. Great pickup for Sacramento. Harden down the lane again, this time over Barrows off the window. Creates the advantage for Keon Ellis, who pours in a three. Keon Ellis, one of the most underrated players, I would say, in the NBA.
This game of 2 games, Sacramento was 10 for 61 from behind the three-point line, and they got a knock in the first 2 out of 3, I believe it was.
A little fancy pass there from Kawhi Leonard. Zoo unable to get it home. DeMar DeRozan cut his teeth in Gonzalez Park, not too far from here. Got a couple of LA guys out there with he and Harden. Levine, the elbow jumper from Seattle that played at UCLA, knocks it down. Get used to that. He is a prime-time scorer.
I watched this battle here between these. Oh, yeah, Valanciunas put his hands on the hip of us. One of my favorite teammates. The trust of the players there, that when he assumed the head, he wanted to go in.
He did say that his vibes haven't changed. You know, I've often heard that assistant coaches are the good cops or the bad cops, and the head coach is the opposite. That I treat everybody the same as when I was an assistant. Valanciunas denied once again. It's Batum. Loose ball retrieved by Harden, and ahead to Dunn. Leonard riding shotgun to the rim. Missed opportunity for the Clippers. And Murray back the other way. Ellis in the corner for three. And Zoo, another rebound, already his third. Clippers 2 for 6, 3 for 7 for Sacramento. Leonard. Threes we mentioned earlier. DeRozan sends it over again to Murray, and again it's a deep three. Time misses, and Zoo chases down yet another rebound. And Harden back the other way. Clippers head out on the road for three. It's a back-to-back starting on Tuesday in New Orleans, then Miami. Harden the straightaway three. Include the trump for a few, but it's a very, very, very busy month of March, and a lot will happen. But boy, a lot is riding on this game. Levine misses badly. Harden out-rivaled for the loose ball by Murray. Back to Ellis on the wing for three. Batum tracks down the loose ball. He's here for Sacramento. Dunn leaves it for Zoo. The floater crawls off the iron. A lid on that one for the Clippers.
Those are the ones you really want to capitalize off on, especially when you have the numbers.
Valanciunas lowers the shoulder down the lane and down the hatch. I guess I'd rather see him doing that than hitting 70% of his threes, which it seems like he does against the Clippers.
I mean, even with the power and strength, go to his right, little soft hook off the glass.
Leonard fields it low, shoots it high. It's all cotton for Kawhi Leonard. He signs his autograph on the game as he ties it up at 10s. Against the Clippers. Clippers won a game without shooting the ball all that well, and then had 23s in the following game. DeRozan. Whistle. And the foul is
getting his legs up underneath him.
Ellis and the Kings have it. Levine slithers his way to the rim, counted, and a foul. And Zach Levine will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
You know, watching Sacramento play, because De'Aaron Fox, he kind of right. And you saw that out of bounds right there, getting Zach Levine into space with his strong hand.
See that he turns 30 tomorrow. I remember when he came into the league, he described his game to Jamal Crawford. Here we are 9-10 years later. It's a fairly accurate. He's got a ton of energy and can score with the best of them. Zoo tries to go to work on Valanciunas. Getting away with that little hook shot. It wiggles through for Zoo.
Valanciunas is doing a good job, but when Zoo wants to go into his move, putting your hand on the hip and pushing him out further, so get deeper post position, so you're still within the range that you love and can operate in successfully.
Levine.
That's it, the further he can push you, and I know up here talking about getting deeper position on him is a lot easier.
Zoo, the floater, just goes right at him that time. Back-to-back bucket top. Zoo led the Tons off to a good start here. 6 points and 4 caroms for Zoo. DeRozan. Valanciunas for 3. Forgive me if it gives me PTSD. He does miss. Clippers
body language when he got it wound up. He was like, oh, here we go again.
Leonard in the corner shows and tries to power his way around Murray. Fades and fires himself. It's long. Levine. He's good on the open floor. He is just a great scorer. We saw him in Chicago, or against Chicago, about a month ago on the tail end of a back-to-back, and he lit the Clippers up, but he's as hot as anybody in the league right now. Kawhi draws a crowd. Whistle, foul, stops the clock. 4:31 in Minnesota. Valanciunas picks up his second foul, so he takes his seat. First done, drives inside. Trey Lyles has checked in. Some of the smaller lineup here for Sacramento. Bell on the wing ahead of the horn, in and out. And Lyles with a rebound. Sacramento leads by, the team really able to find any traction in the first 8 minutes. Levine for 3, it's short. Kawhi Leonard able to chase down the loose ball. Kings 6 of 15, Clippers 5 for 13. Dunn, baseline drive, gives to Zoo. The floater over Lyles is good. I'll take it.
The timing of when to duck in has been phenomenal to watch.
Laravia, one of the new faces, back to Lyles in the mid-range. It is good. There's a learning curve that hasn't been there for Sacramento as they have risen out west.
And I wonder how much with Doug, too, the offense has changed, which allow guys.
Harden wrapped up by Murray, a whistle. It's the clock, 3:13 to play in the first quarter.
Well, let's go back to the drop. That is important.
See the growth there. I do remember going back to the year Kawhi missed with it the entire year with his ACL. The year he came back was asked, hey, how is this team different from when you last played? To Zubats.
And a lot of accountability for him as far as improving his game, which allowed the coaching staff to get him the ball on the post. And speaking about trust, how you not trust Chris Dunn defensively?
Chris Dunn doing those things where he bothers every single offensive opponent on the floor. He forces the turnover. Clippers tied at 17. Harden, the sidestep 3. Rebound goes to Levine the other night, where he went out a little earlier than he had been in first quarters, and it felt like he had a nice buffer in that second half, in particular in the fourth quarter, where they didn't have to pull him in and out of the game. Levine, Laravia, Lyles. They're only passing to people with the last name. Derek Jones Jr. out there. They're missing 3 games played against the Knicks, and did Derek Jones things. He never in the whole team as Derek Jones Jr., Nega, Dante Jones, Sean Fine. I'm trying to look down there. Who else am I missing? Jim Jackson help. I can't confirm this rumor, but I was at a shoot-around once where he was trying to be like Luka Doncic. He said he threw his back out. He was on the scout team. So maybe he was trying to be Zach Levine in the walkthrough earlier today. Get well. Hopefully see you on the plane tomorrow. Here's Derek Jones Jr. after another rebuke by Batum. Jones the other way. Tough pass for Bogdanovich, trying to create a little space for Jones. There is time on the clock for the Clippers, who are out in front by 1. Nice defense there by Laravia with Harden to beat and lays it in. Doug Christie said that both Keon Ellis and Laravia could be all defensive type players. You saw
his coaching was Keon Ellis, what his role. You saw some flashes of who he could be. And as soon as Doug took over, he inserted him into the lineup. He has paid dividends for the Kings.
Coffee misses in the corner. Kings by one. Low-scoring game here. Kings are a top 7 offense. I know that the Clippers have had their moments offensively, but hang their hat on the defensive side of things. In the corner, it's a 3. It is offline by Markelle Fultz. Yes, you heard correctly. Rebound tapped up. Bogdanovich goes to work on Levine. A step away. And Lyles reaches out down for one good shot. Levine. I mean, he's just so graceful and fluid. And boy, can he score with the best. Hart forcing the issue. A whistle will send him to the line for a couple.
Crafty. That time got up underneath Keon Ellis. Once he slapped down, a lot of times James.
His coach, Ty Lue, said he's been fatigued. He's scored 77 points in his last 2 games, hitting 11 threes and getting a lot of free throws as we get a good word from the California community. He just wants to play. He wants to win. Has never missed the playoffs. They're going to need a little help to get out of that. But if they can stay in the 7-8 spot, things will be pretty good for them as Levine.
Both outstanding players, although they played different positions.
Fox said, I'm not playing for another coach. It would have been his 5th in 7 years, and went to San Antonio. Bright future there in Texas as Kawhi Leonard crashes into the rim. And it's the second bucket for Kawhi. Clippers trail by 1.
Well, the ironic part is that Doug Christie, and so is De'Aaron Fox.
DeRozan as Kobe Brown makes an appearance out there. Devin Carter drives it on Bogdanovich. Double ball fake off the window and in. As a third
with the Heat, who's still down there, got a chance to cover Devin. He was at Providence.
Leonard picked up by the rookie, sends it over on the wing to Coffee. Amir gets to a spot. Iron is on Kayach in 6 minutes. Sacramento leads by 3. Their largest lead in this series is just 6 as Brown fouls DeRozan, and he'll go to his park play.
Minutes to try to take that charge. So Kawhi barely.
Free throws fall for DeRozan. Believe it or not, just his first score. Meeting up once again with Zach LaVine. They were teammates in Chicago. Brown with 7 to shoot. Drives on Lyles, gets to the rim and lays it in. Great footwork for the youngster. Kobe Brown brings the Clippers to within 3. DeRozan, the 3. His percentage is a little higher than it has been, but overall it has never been something strong in his game. It has been for Kawhi. The 3 is offline. However, Jones able to chase down the loose ball, come up on the other side and lay it in.
Stay with it. Derrick Jones Jr. able to, at 36%, that's his career high from behind the 3-point line.
Murray creates the contact, the separation, and gets the bucket on by. It's a good feeling here for the Clippers in a way. They're shooting only 40% from the field. Kings at 48, yet the Clippers only trail by 3. Bogdanovich, tough shot, looking for a whistle, and finally gets it.
Baseline, drop in his 3rd point.
Lock it and tickets. 2 free throws for Bogdanovich. And again, Sacramento 2 for 12 from 3. They're hitting 2 of their first 3. Lyles gives to DeRozan. This is where he does a lot of his damage in the mid-range, as well as getting fouls. And
left side, but officials. You're not getting by guys, isolations, getting to the paint, picking up those fouls, probably shooting more jump shots, pull-ups. So the tendency is, if you were one of those kind of players, your free throw attempts probably going down.
Leonard. Floater. Whistle sent.
Make some consecutive stops from the defensive end.
He set me up. Did you have your name? He knew I was going to say yes. And he said, oh, so basically he didn't.
In card tricks, that's called forcing the card.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Take this card. Pick any card you want, but you're going to take this.
Lyles inside, poked in the face. By the way, Kawhi misses both free throws.
Yeah.
Lyles Down below the basket. Sideline here. I would always get nervous if I wore contacts. Something that I had to wear the hard gas premium contacts. They were brutal. Lyles misses everything. Maybe he needs to get some contacts. 28, Sacramento out in front. They've essentially been out in front the entire game, but the Clippers have not played their best and not shot the ball all that well, hanging around here. While Sacramento's played respectably offensively. Leonard, the mid-range. It is short. Why struggle? DeRozan. Good contest by Coffey. Big finish for Carter. Maybe the smallest player on the floor. Hover.
Definitely more athletic than his father. Right there, shout out to AC.
Bogdanovich pulls straight away and knocks it down. The former King brings the Clippers to within 2. Lyles. From belly to belly with Bogdanovich. Tries to drive on him. A whistle and a foul on the floor will stop the clock with 7:33 to play here in the second quarter.
Opposing player to block him out.
Valanciunas is back out there after picking up 2 fouls in the first 7 minutes for Sacramento. DeRozan handles and once again lets it fly in the mid-range and knocks it down. That's his first field goal. All of his points have come from the free throw line. For Sacramento, 14 of 29. Clippers just 10 for 24. Kawhi Leonard and James Harden have combined to go 3 for 11 here. Beats a Zubac, who hands it to Zoo, make it part of Harden. Has 8 points to lead the way for the Clippers. Play. Rookie showing some grit there against Chris Dunn. Draws the foul that stops the clock. And what he does have is the respect of everybody on the floor. The rebound, 36-31. Dunn lobs it to Leonard. Quick work on Laravia to the rim again. 9, then Laravia racing back the other way. Oh, he went for a big finish, and he missed it. Rebound goes to Murray. Carter in the corner for 3. I tell you what, he's got some brass. I like this.
Has a nice stroke. Defensively will give effort.
Harden creating contact into it. 8 different players have scored for Sacramento. They're dominating the glass, rebounding the Clippers by 10. And that's a big thing for them. They're 27 and 10 when they out-rebound the opposition. Clippers have got to crash the glass. Laravia, sidestep 3 around Dunn. In and out, rebound to Leonard. Have given them an awful lot of opportunities for rebounds. Not that time.
Cracks at attention, and Chris Dunn is able to find the gap, the opening. Kawhi just delivered.
Murray, shadowed by Batum. Back pedal 3. A tough shot for Murray. That's impressive. At the Dunn. Back to Leonard. Down the lane, and he punches it in. Kawhi Leonard.
That's jump starts his engine a bit.
Tough shot for Murray. Rebound goes to Harden. Ahead to Leonard. An over-the-shoulder grab. And lays it in. Counted on a foul. What a feed. What a finish.
The great players understand this. When I'm struck, this time he has a chance for an old-fashioned 3.
Makes the free throw with the lead in the basketball. Keon Ellis is out there. Kind of a forgotten guy last year, put in the rotation due to injury, but every time he was out there, he influenced the game, and now a starter for Sacramento. DeRozan, the 3, it's good. 29% so far this year. Reflected out about
particular in a go quickly against a defense that's not set.
Zoo, oh, Ballerino's feet, swivels his way to the rim. Ivica Zubac with 10. Clippers down by 3. DeRozan. Rebound tap skyward. In and out dribble down the lane. Swooping in and laying it in 9 for Harden. And the Clippers pulled it within 1 timeout. Win the season series. They win the tiebreaker from Sacramento. Batum, the trailer, open for 3, lets it fly. Batum, Battalion assemble.
But also, too, what's important for our fans to understand is that being in 6, you want to be 7 or 8, not 9 or 10. Trust me.
On another level, 9 and 10 that has led the Western Conference literally from day 1. Harden from the wing to the lane. Lobs it to Zoo. It's deflected. Clippers, by the way, out in front. despite being outshot from the field. Actually, Clippers have really battled back in that department as I look for the first time in a long time. Look at half their shots. Nice second quarter view for the Clippers from the field as 11 of 17 shooting. A lot of points in the paint, that's for sure. Levine, great defense by Jones. Knocked out of bounds by Levine, as tough of a shot. Zoo, go to work on Valanciunas. Bumped away from the rim. Adams might be the two toughest players to move on the block.
But, you know, he times up his next bump, too, right when he thinks that.
Gives to Jones, to the rim. Count it, and a foul. And Derrick Jones Jr. will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Well, that's why you gave him a much more open driving lane to get to the basket.
Send it to Christina.
Hey guys, I'm telling the guys on this end of the floor right now, this is where we have to be perfect. And Brian Shaw saying we have to defend without fouling as my streak is over.
In our open, and unfortunately has not disappointed in his 14 games with Sacramento. Mishandles, recovers, misses everything. Harden clears it. 28 seconds to play in the half. No 2-for-1 opportunity. Harden going to drive the lane anyway and lay it in. Harden with a lift. Give us to Murray. The three. Line drive, no, and that'll do it. Well, despite the fact that... And boy, then all bedlam would break loose. These two teams will meet the final weekend of the season. Who else did the Clippers close the year with? The Golden State Warriors. It is going to be a wild photo finish. Harden to Zoo. Oh, gracefully on it, too.
It looked like it's behind Zoo, but when it hits the ground, it spins right into Zoo's hands.
Loaded by DeRozan, misses everything. Levine, right place, right time for the follow. Bags his way down the lane. Five to shoot. Zoo gets behind the defensive of court. You can see around corners that James Harden. DeRozan controls. Ellis the three, it's good. And Keon Ellis now with 8, that's his second triple. Sacramento hanging around first half, done. Walled off by Valanciunas. Zoo goes to work on DeRozan. Feeds back to Dunn for a two-handed. Kawhi. Shoved out, whistle Faust. Harden, the step back three. Ask, and you shall receive, Jim Jackson.
So I want to...
Ellis to inbound in front of the Clipper bench. Murray, the runner off the window. Retrieved by Dunn, doesn't have anybody to run with. Gets into the paint, throws it away. Ellis now with Harden to beat. Leonard working in transition. He's just the 4th turnover for the Clippers. Very cleanly played game in that regard. DeRozan back to Valanciunas. A good Valanciunas beats his Zubats, go to the same barber. Valanciunas a little bit more fluffier of a beard. What a nice contour.
It comes out too, so you know there's well take, because here you...
DeRozan plays catch with Ellis for the catch and shoot three.
Was able to walk into it.
Valanciunas. Good defense there by Dunn to get him to pick up a little further away from the rim, but Valanciunas, a skilled offensive amplified system that's coming from Doug Christie. Dunn slides in the gap, leaves it short. Valanciunas with a rebound. Oh, Levine, very clever play, and lays it home. And Zach Levine now with a game-high 17.
Yeah, I don't know if...
DeRozan with those pump fakes.
The officials don't call it, even though that's a dislodging.
Murray pulls up from 15. It's good. Above the arc. Sacramento 6 for 23. DeRozan. Ellis the catch and shoot three. It's short. And Kawhi chases down the loose ball. Jones around DeRozan to the rim, off the window and in. to shoot for Valanciunas. DeRozan. Good contest by the Clippers, but boy, better shot making as we have teeter-totter third quarter. Sacramento by 1. DeRozan into the passing channel, back the other way, gives to Ellis. Great. Levine drives on Zoo. Deep in the post is Valanciunas. It's a tough shot, and it trickles off the iron. We've gone over 5 minutes without a score. Bogdanovich to Zoo, to the rim, a whistle and a foul will go to the line.
Bogdanovich can kind of get things going, and that time he did it via the pass and the push. You are enamored.
I'm jealous, I guess.
All right, well, if we're going to talk about that, you got to put Tatum
sideline.
Here's his fluff. He's like the mountain man. He kind of just lays on your face and puffs out.
The well-groomed lumberjack.
Yeah.
66 to 65, Sacramento by 1. Levine. Valanciunas can't hit that shot. Exhibit A, Your Honor. He now has 8 points and 11 rebounds, and the Clippers have gone ice cold here in the third. They were 5 for 13. Harden. Tough pass recovered by Coffey. Time on the clock for the Clippers. Bogdanovich into traffic. Not going to get off the shot.
And I'm going to say this.
As many as 9. It's Levine for a clean look at a tray. It's a rare miss for him. Stay in touch with Sacramento despite having lost their fastball for the moment. Big miss there by Harden. Kings come back the other way. 2 minutes to play in the third. Levine, what a shot. What a play by Zach Levine. He's got 19. Point turnaround in this frame. Bogdanovich around the rookie Carter. Ladles into Zoo. The floater from the dunker spot is good. Clippers down by 3. First basket in a month of Sundays for the Clippers. Levine, Carter. Strong drive for the rookie. He'll go to the line for 2.
Clippers foul, number 55. There we go.
Levine just a little craftier.
Get a quick word from Kia.
Match for match, when you see Doug Christie pull out Valanciunas, so then that allows Brian Shaw to kind of give Zoo a break. So you want to keep those two matched up with each other.
Carter misses both free throws. The song remains the same. The Clippers still trail by 3 with a minute to play in the third. Coffey coming off a maze of screens. Now it's Laravia on the switch. It's a step back for Harden. The 3 en route is good. Harden with 17. Just his second 3, but it ties up the score at 70. Levine around Brown. He's just so clever and so nimble on his feet.
But he covers so much space quick. Okay, once he gets by you, if you're not in help position, he's already at the rim. That's what we see. Great scorers understand how to minimize dribbles to effectively get by their guys.
By Minnesota, started his career in Minnesota, then Chicago. And his contract became so large for a team that was just kind of hovering around the 10 spot in the Eastern Conference. They finally moved him. Antonio. Laravia, the 3 is good. And Jake Laravia was a nice surprise to start the year for Memphis. They can't afford him next year. He's got 5 off the post for the Clippers. Laravia pops it free. He's made more than one defensive play here tonight. Backpedals, finds Levine ahead of the horn for 3. Misses everything. The Clippers die.
Remember, the Clippers built that lead,
Yeah,
Katie. At one point, it was 9.
Clippers did build up quite a good lead. I'll say the difference is I felt like the Kings offensively started to be able to break the primary line of that Clippers defense. And once you get past that, you can get in the lane. Variety ways. DeMar DeRozan pulled off some really difficult shots, but that's the kind of pass that you're susceptible to against this defense.
Derrick Jones Jr. no, but got the tip in. Film session is this Clippers team. And Van Gundy, they have a saying, right? Attack the ball.
Yes.
And we saw that right there.
Yeah, so as soon as you pick it up, no matter where you're at, you're going to get a lot of action on this from these defenders.
DeMar got to get it up. Shot clock was winding down, and DeMar will pick up.
Valanciunas, who just subbed back in for Trey Lyles, so I think he's looking for that rim protect.
Look at Devin Carter harassing Bogdanovich there. Derrick Jones Jr. on the corner triple. Man, Derrick Jones Jr.
Awareness is important, okay? You pushed Bogey all the way up, and the screen's coming at the bottom of that circle, right? You can go under that screen, because the fact that he fought over it, and I love him fighting over screens, that's what put them at a defensive disadvantage.
Another turnover by Sacramento, and Devin Carter is going to be called. 8 points, just picked up his first personal foul. Here comes Bogdanovich now. Snaking the dribble. No, Zubac's there in a sea of Kings defenders. Amir Coffey from 8. Clippers back.
Be nonchalant.
Kings got to be tight with the ball. You see the Clippers reaching for everything. Oh, Jake the Snake slithering his way.
By Jake Arabia, but handled the pressure, handled the ball well.
Here he is, Kawhi, back rims one. Valanciunas, his Zach in attack mode. Levine, oh man, so smooth with it.
Game than any game in a Kings uniform.
And the thing about it, Katie, it seems like he's doing it with a patience as he's going to the rim. You know what I mean? Oh, what a defensive play by LaRavia. Give me that.
Great, without a doubt. And like I said, he's not forcing anything.
Yep.
He's struggled shooting the 3 tonight. He's 0 of 5 in this one, but he's not forcing those shots.
DeRozan bottoms, 6-0 Kings run. As Brian Shaw says, we need to talk it over. Zach
lacerated this defense and gotten anywhere he wanted in the paint all night long, but collective effort on the defensive end for the Kings to really be able to pull this one out on the road. And we know how critical this game is in terms of the playoff picture.
All knotted up at 81. These teams separated by half a game. Valanciunas, 15-footer. Bogdanovich off the Zubac screen.
Just pay attention to Keegan Murray and how he works defensively. My word.
Zubac on an island going against Valanciunas here. That little sweeping hook. And Kings get the stop here. Here comes LaRavia. All knotted up at 81. DeRozan. 3-ball, rims out. And Zubac got a double-double. 16 points, 10 rebounds for Zubac. Oh man, that's a nice move, heady move by Bogey right there.
Like you can get a little push shot there.
Oh man, DeMar takes a shot as he hits the deck, as Amir Coffey will commit the foul. Hold the season lead 2-0 as Murray ties it at 83.
How about that pass from Valanciunas?
JV, 13 rebounds, 6 assists tonight.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan sitting with 8 assists as well. I mean, you're having a lot of your playmaking be done by kind of your bigger guys.
Done, no, LaRavia, Scott. 9 ties, 15 lead changes in this game so far. Yeah, on the reach in.
The Kings playing a lot of lineups tonight where basically you don't have a point guard.
The foul was on Bogdanovich.
200 high-quality careers taught by industry experts. There's no...
In a two-point game, 85-83. Midway through this fourth quarter here. Kings 8-3 in their last 11 games. Hoping to close this one out as Harden had maybe his best. Here comes Zach, 23. Back out to JV, straightaway line drive, man. Halfway down and came back out.
I told you, I mean, he's comfortable playing against this Clippers team. He's only pulled, what, 1-3 since he's been with the Kings. He's pulled 2 tonight, hasn't gotten him to fall. Zubac gets the floater. But, I mean, I remember.
Use a little bit of that hot shooting right now as Murray finds Levine. 8 on the clock here. Chris Dunn playing with 4 fouls. Levine, high arc or no. Valanciunas got hammered by Zubac. All right. This game important for both teams.
Season had been in that top 6 steady. They had not been in the play-in picture, but it is Golden State's resurgence kind of since the trade deadline, and they won just 2 games during that span, and that's where the slippage has come from.
Bogdanovic. 7 for Kawhi straight away. Leonard, nope. Here comes Debo. Raising up over Harden. Splash, got it. Those 2 childhood friends, they've been battling for years.
I believe this is officially clutch time.
Yes, sir.
So Debo about to do some work.
Look at that defense by Keegan. Oh, man, that's on.
And he's with the ball now.
And here's DeRozan. This time, back-to-back jacks for DeMar.
I'm telling you, if you've got James Harden on, it's considered a quote-unquote clutch game right now with the score, so it's Debo time.
5-point ball game. Out of the timeout, here's Harden. 5 on the clock, guarded by Keegan. Sitting on that left hand is Keegan Murray.
Oh.
Yeah, steps first, yep. Keegan had him in Alcatraz.
By Leonard as well.
DeRozan, Debo. Front rims that one, Zubac, another rebound, his 12th. Oh, nice pocket pass right there. He's fouling for his 4th personal foul. 2 free throws for Zubac. It'll be the 3rd team foul.
JV's done a pretty solid job. I mean, he picked at those 2 fourth with 3.5 left to go in the game. So he's done a great job of defending without fouling through the second. And another reason why this is so critical, I mean, this is the 3rd of 4 matchups against this team this year. We've got 1 remaining in game 81 of the season. So far, the Clippers own the series 2-0. So with how they...
Other side of the basket, the Clippers owner.
Well, and that's 2 straight games. Vlade Divac sitting courtside watching their former teammate, Doug Christie.
It was a big game, don't you think? It must have been
extra emotion involved in that game.
4-point ball game. Here's Zach. Took the hit. No foul call. We play on. 4-point ball game. Hard. Throws it out to Kawhi. Leonard. He has been ice cold from
the way on Harden, forcing him to pass it out.
DeRozan, double team. Murray. Keegan, Yahtzee, big time bucket from Keegs.
And I mean, I'm a little speechless. I'm pretty sure he turned and gave a look.
Kings with a little full court pressure here. 7-point ball game. Jake LaRavia sitting on that left hand from Harden, but the scoop, the beard, I mean, this is why he's one of the 21 for Harden. Levine, elbow jumper, bang, got it. Zach LaVine, 27, excuse me, sorry, Kate.
The composure of this Kings team
come on.
in this game has been at a high level. You're facing 2 Hall of Fame level players. A team got to try and defend without fouling the rest of the way, because this does nothing but help them send them to the free throw line and share the ball, make plays for each other on the offensive end. Make sure
Murray now has 4 fouls. as Zubats is getting some closing minutes here as Zubats rolls to the basket, back to a 2-point game.
So a quick 5-0 run here.
All right, LaRavia, Levine, Valanciunas, DeMar, and Keegan, the 5 on the floor. DeRozan, 3-ball, got fouled by Jones Jr., and it'll be 3 free throws for DeMar. And Zubats. And the Clippers control the tip. 60 seconds to play.
To play defense without fouling, you got to get a stop and then be careful with the pass out.
Leonard on the dribble drive. Keegan right there in his pocket. Coffee for 3, no. Back tap out. Debo says, give me the...
The wave off right there.
DeRozan, line drive, no. Keon guarding Harden. 16 on the clock. Harden, little float game, counted. James Harden ties it at 97. Arabia set to inbound the ball here. Kings do have a timeout. It'll be Zach LaVine guarded by Chris Dunn. Dunn sitting on 4 fouls. Zach, 3 on the clock. LaVine, stutter step for the win. Zach, oh man! Near, just not enough to decide. So we go to the final 5 minutes here in overtime.
That's the defender, but nice recovery by Zubats.
Harden guarded by Jake and draws the...
James Harden is going to look to get right here for the next 5 minutes. That's where he's got to.
DeRozan.
They clear it out. They clear it away.
Yeah.
Go to work.
On Kawhi Leonard. DeMar now 6 on the clock. Leonard gets away with a bump. All right, there it is. Tyler Ford with the foul call.
To play very physical and through some contact here.
DeRozan now rising up. Cash. Debo.
I mean,
Debo now with 23. Kings up by 1. Zubats rolling. Oh, Keegan sacrifice and is going to be called for the blocking foul.
Man.
4.3% free throw shooter. Ties it up at 1 of 2. And JV on it. Arabia now. Guarding Hart. James Hart. Patton and step back. Well defended, but man.
I mean, the man has been on.
He's matched his point total from the last game. 27 tonight for James Harden as Derrick Jones Jr. a little too hit. So Doug now turning back to Keon Ellis as Jake LaRavia heads to the bench. 7 on the clock for DeMar. They run a double at him. JV on the kick out. Zach, 3. Keon got to get it up. And they're going to call a 3-second violation.
Expecting that ball to go up a lot quicker than down to the last second.
Keon with the assignment now. Levine shading over. 2 on the clock. Jones Jr. hanging at the buzzer. Derrick Jones Jr.
Kings have to score on this possession, and then they have to be able to string together a few stops, or this can get out of hand.
Good look from Zach. Yes, sir. Levine to the rescue. Makes it a 1-possession game.
You know what? Players come to play. I mean, James Harden was struggling. He knocked down just that one.
Zach, 30 tonight. His 4th 30-point game in Sacramento. Harden, this time, falling away, firing. JV with the rebound. Here comes Keon. He doesn't have the numbers. Zach, back out to Ellis.
2 minutes.
Heads up.
Bogdanovich pushed Zach LaVine all the way out to Keon, and Keon was being pushed out of bounds. That's the physical nature this Clippers defense plays with.
DeMar. Oh, wow! Debo! Back here. Nice little mini run to get back into this game here. Keon Ellis. Draped all over James Harden. Jones Jr. for the lead. Man,
Derek choking down some big shots at important junctures of this game.
Went to the NBA Finals last year with the Dallas Mavericks as DeRozan.
Oh, whew. He is so good.
DeRozan.
They're down the stretch.
All right, DeRozan makes it a 1 point.
Here in the second half is Jake LaRavia's size on James Harden.
LaRavia, 7 on the clock. Harden on the kick out. Jones Jr. looking for back-to-back jacks. Out of bounds. Harden saved it.
Oh,
No, Mitchell Irvin says no. He stepped out of bounds, so it'll be Sacramento basketball with 60 to go. DeRozan now working on Harden. Got the switch. They run a double at him. Find Zubac on the inside. Oh, the claw with the denial. Debo on the kick out. LaRavia, plenty of time. DeRozan, Debo for the lead. Yahtzee. Harden getting to his strong hand. James Harden, floater. James Harden puts the Clippers back. 109, 108, DeRozan now on the spin. He got hacked. Dunn picks up his 5th.
Where he wants, whatever he wants. And the free throw line right now is where he's at.
DeRozan, DeMar, 9 points here in the extra frame, make it 10. As Sacramento clock is off, game clock at 21.6. They go with Kawhi here. Guarded by Keegan Murray. 10 on the clock. Murray in a defensive stance. Here's Kawhi. Leonard, 3, 2. Leonard for the win. Oh! Leonard with the heartbreaker.